Chris Spiker in California City for AV Nice, enjoying our region. It's a beautiful road trip day. My buddy Tom Wheel, City Manager, California City.
Chris, welcome back to California City here. Actually your first time here.
Well, you know, I might have seen this when it was new, 50 years ago.
It actually has been refurbished in the last 5 years. In fact, we redid the roofing, the columns, and as well as repainted everything.
And even behind us now, the sounds of progress. Good cue. It's maintenance. It's people fixing up the city.
We're taking care of our infrastructure that we have in place. Behind us is our city pool. The kids are utilizing it now extensively because we're hitting the summer break.
A public pool in the desert?
Wow. One of few. And we're in turn redoing the decking out there, and so we hope to have that completed here in the next week and a half.
How many ducks and geese do you have living in the 260 square miles of California City?
Actually, what you see here is about what we have. You know, we have thinned them out over the years, and we're probably about 30 right at the moment.
So you name your trees. Do you name your ducks and geese?
No, I don't think so. We do have a peacock wandering around there. His name is Phil.
This is an amazing place. And we were talking about Huell Howser. Had Huell Howser ever been to California?
You know, we were hoping that he would actually come to our community one day and visit us, because it is an interesting story, and this would be a great venue for him to come and see, because he starts from top to bottom. And I'm hoping that you'll have that opportunity with us today.
Well, we're taking the tour. So we're on Galileo Hill, Galileo Mountain, overlooking the city of California City, with the city manager Tom Wheel and council member Jennifer Wood. This is like the highest place all around. You come up here to get a little perspective. You got a Highway 395 out behind us, 58, Edwards, the 14.
This is really, when you're looking at California City, and this is what's kind of fantastic about it, is that all around you, you look out in every direction, this is California City. And you can see in the distance the 395, we're about a mile and a half shy of the 395, our boundaries fall. We touched the 14 out here, and we overlapped the 58. You know, it's just a huge community.
You know, I wanted to ask Jennifer, how did you find California City?
Truthfully?
Were you born here?
No, I was
not.
Truthfully, I was in the Air Force, and my husband and I we're both in the Air Force at the time, and we were stationed at Edwards Air Force Base. And we were looking to retire from that service and move on to other things. And we looked at houses in, believe it or not, Palmdale, Lancaster, and then we found California City. And the thing that drew us here was my husband's love for golf. So we moved here for the golf course and got all these other benefits.
I'm amazed at how much there is in California City.
There is a lot, quite a bit.
There's a lot more to do. You know, I mean, as far as our growth, we're continuing trying to attract more businesses coming to our community, because it does offer so much.
Progress.
And you've only seen a fraction of it.
Just a fraction. It's amazing.
There's more to do.
I'm talking with the police chief, Chief Hurtado, up here in California City. Tell me about this vehicle, and thanks for letting us come into your community.
This is a MRAP.
And so you can jump in this vehicle and go 100 miles in any direction.
I'm not sure about the distance with the fuel, but we can get to just about anywhere.
But this is an amazing asset to have for the city of California City.
Right. It will service all of East Kern County in case there's any problems or incidents where the officers or deputies might need to go into a situation where they need some armor protection for their safety, or to help rescue some victims that may be under gunfire.
Yeah, it's a good tool.
Oh yes.
Chief, thank you for chatting with us.
You're welcome.
Still in California City?
You're getting to the center of California City.
The center. Tell us where we are.
Well, you're what we call our second community right now, and this is actually probably, out of the 203 square miles, we're almost at city center right now. But this is the area where we do our off-roading activities, and we're in front of Borax Bill Station. And this is where our police and fire work through our Desert Incident Response Team during the heavy weekends. We do our permit sales. There's a medical aid station in here, and this is, of course, the police substation that uses this facility. And this all funded through the Green Sticker Fund, through designated grants. In fact, we just got our over $500,000 in grant money to maintain for this next fiscal year. That was just awarded, just got notified just the other day.
So on a busy weekend, how many off-roaders will you have out here?
You know, it varies. You can have from as few as 2,500 to when we get into the Labor Day weekend through the through the New Year's time, you can have 80 to 100,000 here.
And they just camp right around here?
Well, actually, we have designated areas. We have, in fact, one of the grants, we have 23 sites that are city-owned property where we're allowing people to actually be able to camp. And then the others are the network of streets and cul-de-sacs that we have. They're allowed to park on those areas right there, but they can't technically go onto private property on that.
So there are established trails.
There is established trails running throughout the area, as well as the roads and that network and crisscross our community. Obviously, we're not having asphalt on all of these roads that are out here, but they're dirt and they're maintained. That's part of the grant process, is to maintain those roads, and they in turn become the trail venues for people to come. And actually, we have a trail that actually runs and allows people to come from here into the center of the
Great
first
idea.
community and get up into the eateries and restaurants of that nature.
So California City loves the off-roaders.
I think so, because to get here, you actually go down California City Boulevard and through past all our restaurants and our shops, the gas stations. So we see that parade travel through on a weekly basis. We're really at the hub and spoke, with the spokes reaching out to the various communities.
Yeah.
You know, we're 30 minutes away from 7 major employers, which I told you before on that. But also, we're for recreational. Mammoth is just up the way. Vegas is 3 hours. You got to LA. You could be on the beaches this morning and in the mountains in the evening. And you can hit all those venues just from California City.
That's why Jim and I came out today. We just wanted to come take a look and invite people to come check out California City.
Well, we would definitely welcome. We're a community that is vibrant and growing.
Well, thanks for the tour, Tom.
Well, thank you for
You
coming
betcha.
out. As always.
Chris Spiker for AV Nice. We're on the road from California City, California, with my buddy, Jim Greenleaf, amazing photographer, editor, producer, director. We had a chance to visit.
Hey, shut up.
Take two. We had a chance to visit with the city manager and council member and the police chief, and then we had a fantastic lunch at Foxy's Landing at the world-class airport. California City, California. Thank you for visiting our city. And in the memory of Huell Hauser, who never got to come here, it's an amazing place. Take care.